What's happening, everybody? Vandalism here, bringing you a nice little gameplay commentary I got just a minute ago on the map Firing Range. Again, Smexy quality. I know Sony Vegas is a monster, right? Yes it is. And I'm using the AK suppressor, same setup as last time, except I'm using Scavenge Pro. I got fucked off of a Blackbird later in the video. I couldn't get any of my streaks together. I could get close to a Blackbird, and like one off of a Blackbird, I got fucked in the ass because a teammate wouldn't help me with the spawn trapping. But again, if you're looking for these render settings, I'll put a link to Midnight's video in the description, or I'll just link you to it in the annotation, or you could just search it. You know, whichever works best for you. But it was a, you know, it definitely helps me out with quality, and quality is what's important. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. I love water. This is not a short gameplay. I'm gonna say another 11-minute video, which is a bitch to render. So, like I said, if you guys are liking the videos, it really shows your appreciation and it helps me out. And if you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe because it's helping me grow my channel bigger and bigger. But this gameplay, like I said, was a really nice gameplay in my opinion. I go ham. I don't go I don't get anything spectacular, but you know, it was a fight for the flags the whole time, and that's the type of games me and Raider like. You know, we like those games where it's a hard fought game. You whipped your ass to get the victory, and that's, you know, what we did in this game. And I had to basically lead my team to victory. And you know, it seems like in every lobby I get, I'm always the guy that has to pull the weight for the team. And as far as capping flags, I don't always get the best kill streaks. I couldn't obtain my Blackbird. Like I said, I got screwed. But I am the guy that will go out there and capture the flags. You guys, you need that type of guy that will go and do that. You need that type of guy. And I'm actually, you guys should leave in the comments if you think I should go for it. I think I should. The X-Jaws challenge, the UAV, counter UAV, and Blackbird, and see how many kills you can get, or how many kill streaks you can get with them. I get a Blackbird pretty much every game to every other game. I sometimes I get screwed, and sometimes I'm just not paying attention, because there's times when my team is dominating, and that could be a bitch too, because if your team's dominating, you can't always get the flags, and you can't always know where the spawns are at. And a little tip I can give you guys for firing range as far as that goes is just watch what you're doing. Obviously, a nice little tip is always get into the control buildings. If you guys don't know the callouts, I believe where I'm heading to now is top 10. 10 is the building by C spawn, where you can get up after you kept the flag C. A lot of guys go up there. That's called 10. I found out there's top 10, which is obviously the top side of it, where people like to pick off people from the height advantage. And then there's bottom 10, which is obviously bottom of that. And then, you know, directly opposite of that, from the A spawn, there's top wood and bottom wood. So if you hear, you know, if you're ever in a public match with me and I'm saying top wood, bottom wood, or, you know, top 10, bottom 10, that's what I mean. Or if you hear ever somebody saying that, that's what they mean. Those are the official callouts for them, and I suggest you get used to them. Another thing about that is like I said, those are the power points of the map, and white trailer, which is obviously the big white trailer facing towards B. Behind white trailer and in front of white trailer is another power spot on this map. Basically how you would control the spawn if you're playing, this goes for free-for-all as well. If you're playing, you know, if you're rushing from C spawn to get to A spawn to pick off the guys as they spawn, if you're looking for a good spawn trap, you get up in top wood, bottom wood, depending on, you know, after you get a couple kills, I'd switch it up to bottom wood, just so these guys, you know, they don't catch on to what you're doing, and they don't kill you. And a lot of times that's what happened to me, because I tried to get in gunfights that weren't necessary, like right coming up here, or right here actually. I tried to get in a gunfight where it was not necessary. I knew I was gonna lose that gunfight. I have that mentality where if I shoot first, I should kill a guy, and that's how it should go. I got hit markers, however, you know, he had a FAMAS, so he was able to pick me off. In a lot of cases, that's going to happen. So, like I said, if you get those power points on firing range especially, you're gonna be pretty much good as far as spawning, as far as spawn trapping. Another piece of advice for PowerPoints is a lot of guys from C flag like to spawn back trailer by C. I would throw grenades over there like when I use scavenger. If I'm on A spawn, I usually like to run over there, toss a stun and toss a grenade. I'll usually get a guy or two just by taking that route. And another thing is if you're using Scavenger Pro, nade the shit out of B at all times, because you're always going to find, especially if you got people that are trying to win and know what they're doing. If you nade B, you're always going to want to nade B, because you'll be able to pick off guys one by one. Every time they go for a flag, you're gonna easily get a kill and easily build up your kill streaks. And that's a good piece of advice I can give you guys as far as that goes. And from A flag to C flag, if you take the straight up the middle route, your team goes with you. You know, like you got another buddy or something. You got one of your buddies with you, and you're going for B, going hard in the paint for B. Grab B, and go around. You know, see if there's any guys to your. Always check your corners as you're going up into 10. Take top 10 and just look down, throw stuns, throw grenades. Especially with Scavenger Pro, you want to just be throwing stuns, because as soon as they spawn, they'll have stuns at their feet and grenades at their feet, and there'll be virtually nothing they can do as long as you don't push, as long as your teammates don't, excuse me, as long as your teammates don't push too far up. You'll be able to build easy kill streaks with just grenades and stuns, as long as you can obtain the top 10 roll. And another thing is when they're spawning to your right, behind white trailer, if you throw grenades over there as well, like right up here as I'm taking top 10, there's a bunch of guys down there. If I would have had a grenade, I would have threw it, and I would have easily got 3 or 4 guys just off of one grenade, plus a stun that I could have threw to protect me even more. But anyways, back to the white 10. When they're spawning white 10, all you gotta do is, especially with Scavenger Pros, just throw grenades over there. Same thing applies there. As soon as they spawn, they'll be basically fucked. And that's the nicest way of putting it. And if you're wondering where I get all these tips from, I watch a lot of YouTubers, and that's where I get a lot of the tips from. Another way I get a lot of my tips is I just learn the game. You know, I learn the game. I learn Black Ops fairly easily. But obviously watching other YouTubers has helped me along the way of learning the spawning system and learning everything about that. And that's how I know so much about the game, and that's why I can bring you guys good tips like this. You know, another thing that makes me different between other guys is a lot of guys, now that they've made their following, they just talk about personal life. And you know, the only time I talk about personal life is if it's really important. Other than that, I try to keep with the tips. And you know, my channel is basically revolved around having fun is the main thing, interacting with you guys, and the third main thing is giving you guys tips so you can become better players. I like to help people out as much as possible, because the way I look at things with the YouTube world is if I can help you out and make you a better player, when I get against you in a lobby, you're gonna be a better player. So when you face me, I'll have more of a challenge, because if I'm just facing noobs all the time, it doesn't pose itself as a challenge at all. If I'm facing noobs the whole time, it's almost too easy. And I don't like facing noobs. I like games like this where it's a fight for the flag, and these guys were decently good, and they were fighting for B the whole time. These are the type of games I like, so that's why my channel's revolved around tips. If I can get you guys to become better players, when we get in a public match, you'll be able to pose a challenge to most other people, and you know, that's why my channel's revolved around that. Also, I will be getting back. I will be plugging, as soon as Battlefield 3 comes out, I'll be plugging the PVR into the Xbox. Because I'll be bringing you Battlefield 3 gameplay. I am getting Modern Warfare 3 for both PS3 and Xbox, but only Battlefield 3 for Xbox. And I will be bringing you guys gameplay from that as soon as it drops. So I'm going to be switching the PVR over to the Xbox in a week's time. Other than that, I'm just going to be posting PS3 gameplay from now up until you know, Battlefield 3 comes out. So exactly 8 days, because it's a Monday as I'm recording this. So 8 days, Battlefield 3 will be out, and I will be plugging the PVR into the Xbox. But another thing, guys, is you know, like I said in my last video, stop using Ghost, learn how to rush. In the end, it's gonna make you a better overall player. And you know, being a better overall player is going to help you as Call of Duty progresses, because as Call of Duty progresses, you'll be progressing with it, and you'll be ready for, you know, up and coming challenges that Call of Duty poses to you guys. And right here's where I get fucked from Blackbird. You know, my teammates weren't. We was dominating, pretty much, and you know, my teammate pushed up too far. He spawned, right there, and you know, half of the team spawned firing range, half spawned the other side, and I got fucked. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm gonna leave you with the final kill cam. As always, it's been Vandalism. I'm out. Peace.